Good morning and welcome to Super Healthy Super Mornings with Dr. Shilpi. I wish everybody a very happy Diwali, and Diwali is the festival of life, festival of joy, festival of togetherness, festival of sharing, and Diwali has a very huge history. It's celebrated because of the victory of good over evil and the return of Lord Rama to back to Ayodhya. And then it was very well lit to welcome the new king into into their lives. So Diwali is celebrated as returning of King Ram from the exile to Ayodhya back as the king. And this is one history, and there are people who take a lot of other histories also, like the wedding of goddess Lakshmi and with Lord Vishnu, and also it is about Ganesh Puja and Kali Puja and the birth of goddess Lakshmi. So there are several things about Diwali, and it's the festival of lights, togetherness, it's the festival of cleanup. And now, what you want to clean up in your lives is in your hands. People believe that, Goddess Lakshmi comes into your house when you actually clean up your house and, make it bright, well lit, so that you allow Goddess Lakshmi to come into your house. In a similar way, everybody now is into deep cleaning of their home. That is why I am half an hour late today, because even I was decluttering my entire home, and I was busy doing that. That is why I'm late for the live today. And deep cleaning does not extend, beyond the materialistic things and your shelves, your wardrobes, your life, the things around you. It should actually extend decluttering our lives also. What does decluttering our lives mean, and what is decluttering actually means for somebody is, whenever we declutter our lives, it's about deep cleaning materialistic things. It's about disposing what is actually not needed. When we are trying to dispose what is actually not needed, we should rethink our priorities. When we rethink our priorities, we should actually judge what is needed and what is not needed. And it is a time to reimagine and rekindle what kind of gifts we actually should gift others also. When you ask about cleaning, what is cleaning and what is deep cleaning, you should understand that. You should ask yourself, how much do we actually need? Are we buying things that we actually need, actually use? How much do we need, and how, is it actually needed to buy so many things? Decluttering starts here. And I actually feel that you should give away anything and everything that you're actually not using and is actually not in your list of things that you actually use. So decluttering is important in your lives. Your life has to be minimalistic, and you should have a minimalistic approach, a sustainable living option, and that is how you should have a decluttered life. When it comes to the apparel that women buy, and what shopping that we do, and whenever we think about the consumer market, we are actually doing so much of retail therapy, and we are so much into buying things and putting our lives around a lot of things that are actually not useful. There are so many consumer things that the research has been saying that there are women who are buying in a shopping spree, actually, in areas like Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru, and there's so many other places where there's so much of buying and retail therapy happening. Why do we do these things? You think most of the common way when we ask women, or anybody, why do you shop or why do you buy things? They say they buy things to bring joy, but actually joy is not necessarily by getting things you use or not. Wanting things gives happiness more than buying them and loving them. And whenever you buy it, you might not use it that much. You thought that you will use when you wanted to really buy it. So we think that the things that we buy will give us a lot of happiness, but in fact, uh, it gives a huge hole in the pocket, and it is just that it fills up the cupboards and spaces, nothing more than that. And whenever whenever we buying things, we have that adrenaline rush. You have that thing, that gift that you give it to yourself, and you feel that it's about joy, it's about well-being, it's about enjoying things. But actually it is not like that. It is eventually you have a huge hole in the pocket, and then you have a burden of things, and you go into debts and all that. But it is like everybody likes to acquire experiences. For example, when you go on a holiday, or when you try to take pictures, and you try to save the moment, but are you really living in that moment, is what you have to think. Taking pictures of your loved ones, taking pictures of your kids, and you do it as an ongoing process, but how much you live in that moment is that is really important. And the desire to acquire, the desire to hoard, the desire to have things is irresistible, and it just goes on and on and on. And Diwali is marking the new financial year for many of them. So this opportunity you should take, as it is a new financial year, to clean not only the shelves in your house this Diwali. You clean the old habits. You should clean the old grudges in your brain. You should clean the addiction to social media that you're having. You should clean the toxic relationships that you're having. You should clean your inner self. You dispose of all the unused credit cards, or you dispose of the credit cards. Clean off your debts. India, if you have to talk about the statistics, household debts are more than the income, and we are going into this debt trap again and again, and more, because we are spending more than what we earn. So whenever there is a phenomenon of spending more than what you earn, you are entering into a debt trap. And it is only that one third of Indians do save money. The rest of all, they do not save money, and they enter into the debt trap. And there is so many platforms that you actually get into the debt trap and spending spree, like online shopping, retail therapy, and emotional buying and impulsive buying, and there's no use being or in that aspect. And actually the word retail therapy is not the correct word, because it is no more a therapy, and it is a liability and a big headache on what is the gross income and what is the expenditure. So it is not therapy anymore. It is just a misnomer, and retail therapy is not therapy. It is actually speaking an environmental crisis, and we are going towards an environmental crisis because of consumerism. The moment we buy things irresistibly, and you keep buying and buying and buying and buying, this is called consumerism. And consumerism is causing and this consumerism culture is causing a lot of climatic change, environmental crisis, because when you don't shop wisely, or you don't shop consciously, it is causing a lot of consumerism, and that is the reason for climate change. And 10% of greenhouse gases in the world are because of this irresistible thing called consumerism. And whenever you have to let go this Diwali, you have to let go of these things, declutter yourself of these things, like online shopping and retail therapy, and social media, old grudges, and toxic relationships, because we are heading towards global warming. And from 2017 to 2050, if we do not stop our behavior pattern, our the pattern that is causing this kind of consumerism, we are more likely to go into what you called as global warming, and 1.5 degree temperature rise is expected because of this kind of consumerism and green gas emissions and all these things. So at least one step, if you go towards some kind of a change, this Diwali is the right option and right moment and right beginning, because actually speaking, it is about decluttering your entire spaces, including your mind, body, and also declutterize whatever that is really unnecessary that is happening in your life. And do you think that consumerism is actually helping you or is actually helping anybody there? No. Consumerism is actually pushing people into depression, and people people think that spending gives a lot of value, a lot of wealth, a lot of status symbol, a lot of material positions, but actually it is pushing you more towards depression, it is making you more antisocial, it is making you more a negative person in all, because there are several studies saying that people who are into the spending cycle are actually dealing with a lot of depression. And when you have to when you think that you buy these things and then think it is a status symbol, it is actually not, and you're actually going into debt, and it will make you sad, and what you have to pay for what you've done is about dealing with situations at a later date, and only sadness is what you get. And it's a cycle of depression that you buy and get trapped, and you again buy and again debt trap, again buy and again debt trap. So I want you to rethink your priorities this Diwali, and all the shopping, all the expensive cars, all the things that you're doing is robbing you of your humanism and happiness. Actually, people don't feel eventually after doing this kind of retail therapy and after doing these kind of consumerism, because at a later date they feel, again they realize that they're into the debt trap, and again they feel that they are being taken into this kind of a phenomenon. And this Diwali, it is the right time that you should actually think about what you should shop and what you can control yourself, and get real definitions of prosperity. Prosperity is not about buying expensive things. Prosperity is not about buying cars or buying homes or buying this or buying that. You should actually know what you actually need. And whenever you buy anything or you are dealing with this aspect of retail therapy or consumerism, you should think that you should not actually limit yourself into materialistic things. Controlling materialistic things is one aspect, and also materialistic things like gold, jewelry, or cars or houses or anything of this sort, you should actually look into properly limiting yourself, and you should recognize what is actual fulfillment of your life, what is actually that is influencing things in your life, you should know. And you should try to get peace into your lives. You should get you should know what actually success is and when you will get success into your lives. A closet full of clothes or gold or cars and all these things cannot guarantee you peace and happiness. Actually, peace comes from within. Whenever you think from within, whenever you invest in healthy relationships, and whenever you invest in loved ones, whenever you invest in memories, whenever you invest in doing a good job, whenever you put your concentration in working atmosphere, and whenever you invest time in saving the environment, this is the actual fulfillment, and this is the actual meaning of Diwali. Diwali is all about celebrating joy, and actual joy comes from peace in your life. Actual joy comes from the relationships in your life. Actual joy comes from a healthy environment in your job place. Actual joy comes from dealing with healthy relationships. And so this Diwali, I really want everybody, including pregnant women, to declutter your life and deep clean your life. Not only materialistic things, but entire mind, body and soul. Try to deep clean your things and rekindle your priorities. Actually, you should look into what are your real priorities and what is the artificial priority land that you're going towards. And whenever you are leading yourself into consumerism, it is actually leading yourself into a debt trap, eventually not giving you joy and happiness. It is going to eventually give you depression and sadness. So this Diwali, declutter your lives physically, declutter your lives mentally, deep clean your lives physically and mentally, and also revisit priorities, because priorities are something that you really have to understand. When you write down what it is in terms of your priorities, only then you will understand. So find your happiness without actually paying a bill. So whenever you are really thinking about happiness and investing into life, in your life, it is about investing in relationships, investing in opportunities, investing in things that actually give you that joy and that happiness. You cannot connect with your life if it is full of clutter being physically or mentally. Anything is clutter. So this Diwali, take it as a challenge, because even for pregnant women, I always say that whenever you are prioritizing things, this child is your priority, this family is your priority, this future of this pregnancy is your priority. So currently you have to declutter yourself, declutter everything that is occupying your time in terms of whatever that you're investing in. Maybe it is a lot of television or social media or whatever it is. Try to declutter, try to have a time frame for everything. Try to invest in a healthy relationships, partner bonding, family get-togethers, and invest in knowing what the child really needs. Invest in spending time with your children. Invest in healthy cooking habits. Invest in traditional foods, healthy foods, nature, naturally produced foods. Invest in sustainable living. Invest in eating traditional foods. So all these things actually bring joy and happiness to your life. So this Diwali, take it a point that you declutter whatever is not meant for you and whatever are your priorities, and try to live and try to adapt sustainability. So sustainable living is one of the best ways to enjoy life to the fullest, and also enjoy life with the entire family as a one unit. And whenever you declutter this Diwali, think the right thing, whether you're decluttering the right materialistic things or the physical mental decluttering, that is really important. So a very happy Diwali. I have gone out of the way to talk about these things this Diwali, and the next few days I have certain pujas at home. I will not be available for live, so I'll be back live again Monday morning with a fresh new topic and fresh new vigor and vitality, and catch you again Monday morning 7:30 live with Dr. Shilpi in Super Healthy Super Mornings. See you on Monday, and a very happy and joyful Diwali, full of lights and full of joy and happiness. Enjoy your Diwali.